What's up, guys? It's me. So today we're going to be making our first SAG predictions of the year. Now, the SAG Awards are usually very mainstream, very different from the Academy Awards, but not so much at the same time. So I'm very excited to jump into these predictions. Starting off with Best Ensemble, we have Wicked, which I think is going to win. I think the SAG people are going to love Wicked the most out of any guild ever. So Wicked is number one. And then I have Conclave. The ensemble in Conclave is so strong. Every single performance is so memorable that I feel like it's a lock to get nominated. And so is Emilia Perez. Now, even if the movie does get controversy, I feel like this ensemble nomination is basically a lock because what did it win at Cannes? An ensemble award. What did it win everywhere else in the interviews, the press tours? It's the ensemble. Carla Sofia Gascon, Selena Gomez, Zoe Saldana, and then you have other key players, Mexican actors who are also campaigning with them. That's really helping this movie feel more like a team effort than an individual actor's game. That is why Emilia Perez might even win, honestly. And it's also Netflix, and Netflix always gets into SAG. Next up, I have Sing Sing, which is very vulnerable right now, but I'm gonna put it in because it is a film about acting. It is a film that tugs at your heartstrings. If it becomes seen by the guilds, then it's gonna get nominated for SAG, and I hope that it does because I'm not a big fan of the film itself. I'm a big fan of the ensemble, and I really want to see them nominated all together. Next up, I have Saturday Night. Now, a lot of people would have Nora over Saturday Night for number 5, but here's the thing. SAG doesn't always go 5 for 5 with Best Picture Oscar nominations. So that is why I feel like even if Saturday Night is dying, it's just going to babble on its way there just because the Saturday Night cast is campaigning a lot. And I recently saw a magazine cover with the Saturday Night cast, so I think they are doing wonders when it comes to their campaigning. I don't think it's gonna last long. I don't think it's gonna go all the way, but I think this is just gonna get in as the Don't Look Up, the type of nomination where the cast itself is just stacked, so it gets in with name recognition. And also, SNL is a topic that's very widely popular and beloved with actors, so that's where I'm gonna put it in. And then I have Anora. Anora's going to get snubbed. I could feel it. I feel the power of the dog. I feel the Shape of Water with it, where the frontrunner just doesn't get nominated for the Ensemble Award because of other stronger contenders. A Complete Unknown could also get in, depending on the hype. I have 2 actors in, spoiler alert, and then I have Dune Part 2. If the SAG committee loves this film, then it could honestly just get into Ensemble, and it had a much better, stronger performances compared to the first one. Okay, now let's move on to Best Actor. I have Adrien Brody and Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet could win SAG, but I just see the strength of Adrien Brody's performance in The Brutalist, and I'm going to put him at number 1. And then Ralph Fiennes, Coleman Domingo, they're honestly locks. And then I'm going to go to the more interesting, debatable spot, which is number 5. A lot of people have Daniel Craig. I don't think he has a chance at making this nomination. 0% chance. Hard stone 0. Who I do have? Glenn Powell for Hitman. Adam Sandler for Hustle got in, and a lot of Netflix contenders tend to squeeze into that top 5. This top 5 of Best Actor is reminding me a lot of the year where we had Bill Nighy, Paul Mescal, 2022, the year that Everything Ever All at Once won a lot of awards. I also feel is very similar to this year because the 5th slot is up to anyone's grab, and I do think the Netflix film Glenn Powell with his charisma is going to take it. And then I have Kingsley Benadir, who is also campaigning a lot, so he could also take it, the SAG especially, and the Golden Globes. And then we have Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain, who I also think is going to get in, depending on how much they love A Real Pain. But honestly, it's an actor's directing job, so I feel like the actors are going to much appreciate what J.C. Eisenberg had to do. But I think that love is also going to go a lot to the Best Supporting Actor category, so this is why I have him snubbed. And Daniel Craig's not going to get nominated for Queer. I could just say that. I put him on the list just so I could say that. Okay, Best Actress, Mikey Madison, Cynthia Erivo, they're going to get nominated. Cynthia Erivo is a lock to get into this SAG committee. She is so beloved, and not only that, she's just going to get in. Carla Sofia Gascon, Emilia Perez is so strong in SAG, so she's going to get in. Demi Moore for The Substance has to get into SAG. Besides, anywhere else, SAG is the place that needs to really embrace her performance and her as an actress and her legacy, because this is about legacy we're talking about. Angelina Jolie could get snubbed. I'm just going to put it out there. They snubbed Kristen Stewart. They usually snub one big contender. And if there is going to be such a snub, it's going to be Amy Adams for Night Bitch or Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl. I'm going to put Nicole Kidman at number 6 because I do think she has a good spot. And then Marion Jean-Baptiste, I mean, Captain Fantastic got in. So apparently, if a performance is really good, you're going to get in. But I don't know. I mean, it really depends on how much it's adored. But I also have Amy Adams nipping at the heels. So this category is very unpredictable for me. Best Supporting Actor, I have Kieran Culkin, Denzel Washington. Both of them are locks. And then you have Guy Pearce and Clarence Macklin, who are near locks. No need to explain for any of them. And then I have Edward Norton for Complete Unknown. Now, I'm really mostly debating between Edward Norton and Stanley Tucci. They're kind of the same for me, but I have a Complete Unknown in because of the recency thing. And I really don't see Stanley Tucci's awards campaign so far. And I do think that Edward Norton is going to campaign a lot, and he is in a lot of the film I've heard, so that's why I have him in. But Stanley Tucci is also very possible for Conclave, especially because Conclave is so for sure getting that Best Ensemble nomination. And then I have Yuri Bosse for Anora, and I have him at the Oscars. I don't have him at SAG. I don't think he's going to make everywhere. If he does, that'd be incredible. Jonathan Bailey for Wicked. Honestly, they might throw a Wicked party and just nominate every actor from Wicked they possibly could. I wouldn't be surprised. Best Supporting Actress is the hardest category to predict for the not the Academy Awards, the SAG Awards. I have Ariana Grande and Zoe Saldana, who are both competing for the win. I'm going to give Grande the edge for the number 1 spot because of how much Wicked's going to be adored by the actors, and this role is already very familiar with the actors, so she's going to have no chance to not win or get nominated for Wicked. Next up, I have Selena Gomez and Emilia Perez. I just have a feeling that all the actors are going to get nominated for Emilia Perez. It's going to be like a bombshell moment, so that's just my prediction. And then I have Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. People are saying she's not going to get in, and I understand why, because her performance is so small. I blinked and I missed it. I don't even remember her that much. But she has that name, and actors really, really respect her, and that's why I think she's going to get in. I also have Felicity Jones for The Brutalist. She could get snubbed. She might get snubbed, but I don't know for who, because if you look down this list, I don't think Ingenue Ellis is going to happen. I think Monica Barbero might happen, but I'm not so confident that Complete Unknown is going to get 3 nominations. And Danielle Deadwyler, as good as she is in The Piano Lesson, I don't see the spark for her film. So I don't think she's going to get any nominations for The Piano Lesson for SAG. So that's why I'm going to have this top 5 for now. But honestly, I'm not that confident in it. Anything could happen. Best Stunt Ensemble, Dune Part 2 is getting nominated. Wicked is getting nominated for sure. The Fall Guy is also getting nominated. It's a film about stunt people. Gladiator 2, I feel pretty safe with. The top 4, I'm feeling very good with. And then I have Deadpool and Wolverine. They always nominate the Marvel film. They nominated Black Widow. They nominate Shang-Chi. They nominated every single Marvel film that is in contention. They just do it. They just do it, even if it's not that good. So, Deadpool, you're in. And then I have Emilia Perez. They usually nominate a Best Ensemble or Best Picture nominee in this category for no reason whatsoever. So I feel like Emilia Perez might be that film, but you never know. Furiosa would get in, but it's going to get snubbed. They didn't even nominate Tenet. They don't nominate a film if they don't like it, so they're not going to nominate Furiosa. And that's all for my predictions. Thank you very much.